What is going on, you guys? Welcome back, and today we got our first 2021 NFL mock draft. Now, I had my reaction to the 49ers, Dolphins, and Eagles massive blockbuster trade yesterday, so go watch that if you haven't yet. But we got our first mock draft. We'll probably have more soon, but I don't expect another blockbuster trade like this to happen. But starting off with the Jaguars, nothing changes here. I think most people still have them taking Trevor Lawrence, and it's pretty obvious why. But now, moving on to the Jets, a pretty interesting one here. Not really, to be honest. Actually, Zach Wilson. I think it's pretty obvious. Zach Wilson balled out at his pro day, and I think that there's no reason why they don't draft him. So moving on, 49ers now. Of course, first part of this major trade here. I think that the 49ers do draft this man right here. Trey? No, I don't know. I'm going with Justin Fields. They traded up in the draft to take a QB, in my guess. Like I said in the last video, they literally said that they were gonna keep Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't see it. There's no reason that you trade into the top 3 and don't take a QB. That rhyme though. That did rhyme. But I think that they do take Justin Fields out of Ohio State through like insane passes at his pro day. But yeah, I think Falcons now. They also take a quarterback. Trey Lance is my guess here at number 4. 4 quarterbacks go in the top 4. Lawrence, Wilson, Fields, and Lance, all to the top 4 teams. Now, the Bengals, I think by all costs here, you protect Joe Burrow. I mean, he got a major injury last year. You need to protect him at all costs. Take the top offensive tackle rated in this draft, Penei Sewell. And now the Dolphins, who are my team, you can see me wearing the Jimmy Butler jersey, repping my team. We're killing the Cavs right now. You'll love to see it. I think that the Dolphins take Ja'Marr Chase. Get a weapon for Tua. I was disappointed. I said in the video, so just so you don't have to go and watch it. I said in the video I was so disappointed when the Dolphins traded back in the draft because I didn't think that we were gonna get Ja'Marr Chase. I was so high on him coming out of LSU, but we traded up in the draft right ahead of the team that I think will take another pick. Will take another wide receiver, which is the Detroit Lions. I think it'll be Devontae Smith. I do. I think it'll be wide receivers going back to back. Ja'Marr Chase would be a good fit for the Dolphins. I think that there's also a chance that the Dolphins do take Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern. But I think it's more likely that we do take Ja'Marr Chase. And I think that the Dolphins did want to take Rashawn Slater. If he's still available at like pick number 11 or 12, I think there's a chance that the Dolphins do trade up in the draft. But moving on to the Panthers, I'm going with a surprising one here. I think some people don't think that this could happen, but I'm going with Kyle Pitts. Or do I want to go with Rashawn Slater? With the Panthers, I'm not too sure because they definitely need because they don't have a tight end, but they definitely also need offensive linemen. And if they end up drafting a quarterback, I think that for sure they're gonna need. But who are they gonna draft? Maybe Mac Jones. But now I'm thinking about if you're drafting a quarterback, you're gonna draft it right now instead of. I'm going with Kyle Pitts. I think they're gonna go all in on trading Deshaun Watson, and if they don't do that, they're in big trouble. I think they draft Kyle Pitts, arguably one of the best, arguably the best offense in the NFL. I mean, you have DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. They did lose Curtis Samuel to Washington, but I think you still have the best running back in the NFL, Christian McCaffrey. And now you have the best tight end in the draft who had an insane pro day, ran like a 4.40. Kyle Pitts, out of Florida, definitely one of the best ranked. Yeah, Kyle Pitts. I think that's one of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL. Now, with the Broncos, I don't know what they do. They definitely don't draft it. I don't know what they do. They need a lot of stuff. They could draft the quarterback, but I don't really see them drafting Mac Jones. And I don't really think that he fits the system. So I think that they also could draft Rashawn Slater for better offensive lineman, but I'm going with Patrick no. Rashawn Slater's still on the board. I'm going with Rashawn Slater. I think that they maybe draft an O lineman. No, I don't. Go back. How do I go back? I don't think that the Broncos will draft an offensive lineman, which being Rashawn Slater. I think that they do take a cornerback, honestly. They really haven't had a great one since Aqib Talib, and I really think that they do go Patrick Surtain here. They could go Micah Parsons or J.C. Horn, but could they go Patrick? I think it's either down to Mike. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons here. They are in very desperate need of a linebacker. Because Von Miller is no, Von Miller was out last season, and I think that he's staying with the Broncos. So I don't know if they're in desperate need, but Von Miller definitely isn't at the level that he was 2 years ago, 3 years ago ish. So I do think that they could take Micah Parsons, and if they don't take Micah Parsons, then they could take Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn, or possibly even um, Caleb Farley. But I really think it's down to those three players between Micah Parsons, Patrick Surtain the second, and J.C. Horn. I haven't taken Micah Parsons here. We will have more mock drafts in the future, so it could change at any time. Now, at number 10, I do have the Cowboys end up taking Patrick Surtain. I think that they would be very, very lucky if Patrick Surtain fell to them. Out of Alabama, he was locking up receivers all year, and they are in desperate need of one. Losing Byron Jones to the Dolphins last season, he got the bag, but he didn't perform up to the expectations that people thought he would. But they still did lose him, as he was one of the best defensive players. So they do get a cornerback here. At number 11, I do have the Giants taking Jalen Waddle. In my opinion, they would be very, very lucky if Waddle fell to them. I mean, they already have an insane offensive core in between. Their quarterback, not so much, between Daniel Jones, but then their running back, one of the best in the league, Saquon Barkley. Then you have Darius Slayton. I'm not thinking of any now, of course. But they signed Kyle Rudolph. They have Evan Ingram. And I think that Jalen Waddle would be a huge, huge addition, in my opinion. I think that the Lions, there's a big possibility to me that the Lions do draft Jalen Waddle, which will leave in general. If the Lions do take Jalen Waddle, in my opinion, the Giants will end up with Devontae Smith. But I think that they will take a receiver regardless, or possibly Rashawn Slater, But I do think that the Giants will take a receiver. And now going down to the Eagles, I'm trying to think whether they might take an offensive lineman or wide receiver or tight end. I think in the end they could go wide receiver, but they would be suffering if Waddle, Devontae Smith, and Jamar Chase are off the board. So if we look at like wide receiver, the next one available is very, very far down, being Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. But I don't think that they go for him, honestly. And then the next best tight end is very, very far down. So I think that there's a chance that they do go J.C. Horn here, which is what I think that they do. And we will not... Oh, okay, well, it's auto-picking the rest because... okay, I needed to stop because I only said those teams. But I do think that it's pretty obvious. Trevor Lawrence to the Jaguars, Zach Wilson to the Jets, and then it gets kind of interesting. I think Justin Fields could go to the 49ers and then Trey Lance to the Falcons. But if the 49ers do take Trey Lance, then Justin Fields will go to the Falcons. I think that these four quarterbacks will go. These four quarterbacks will go within the first four, regardless. Possibly Mac Jones too, but Penei Sewell, if he's on the board, he will regardlessly, no doubt, he will not pass 5. He will go to the Bengals if he's still on the board. Jamar Chase to the Dolphins, pretty obvious. Number 7, Devontae Smith, the Lions give Jared Goff another weapon for the rebuild. Kyle Pitts to the Panthers, one of the most unstoppable offenses if they get a good quarterback. Broncos get Micah Parsons. They are in desperate need of a cornerback and a linebacker, so I think Micah Parsons would help that. Cowboys take Patrick Surtain. They lost Byron Jones last season or 2 seasons ago, so that'll help them in the backfield. Same with the Eagles. They did lose Darius Slay, if I'm not mistaken, so J.C. Horn will be a big, big help. And Jalen Waddle will increase the receiving core for the New York Giants. But that's gonna wrap up the mock draft. Let me know ideas because I'm gonna be running out for the whole entire month of April. So that's gonna wrap the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the mock draft. If you want me to do a full first round, let me know. That's gonna wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace.